Hello, friends, and welcome to this episode of the Knight Rider Podcast. My name is Nick,
I'm Ryan, I guess.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Ryan.
and first off, I do want to do a quick promotion list. I don't want to say promotion list, but I want to put a quick jab in there saying if you do enjoy listening to the podcast, even though this is the third one, be sure to subscribe to the channel to hear and keep up with every episode of the podcast and future projects of ours. Also, follow us on Twitter. It'll be in the description. With that said, there is one thing I do want to talk about right off the bat, which is paper drones. Did you guys say anything about that?
No.
Nope.
The only thing I've heard is what you told me.
There is. I'm going to have to look it up because I didn't keep it in my mind. But there is a thing I saw on Twitter a couple days ago. I think it was actually Sunday or something. Basically, it was they were kind of just putting together these paper drones that they will only send one way for supplies and stuff for, people in third world countries and all that stuff. So they wouldn't have to just keep coming back or something. But it was interesting because they were making them biodegradable instead of just having them, be normal fucking drones. And I thought about it it made me remind me of the whole Amazon thing. Amazon wanted to send drones. Yeah.
They did. Didn't they start doing that?
Right. They're only testing it though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah.
It's like certain places.
It's only in England or something, somewhere in the UK. But yeah, there's this thing, fucking paper drones. What the hell? I just thought it was so fucking weird. It was.
So, did you see a picture of one?
I gotta
So I
find
can't
it.
imagine them being made of paper.
Well, they were here.
well, I mean, you could be surprised at what kind of stuff you
Maybe
can make out of.
Maybe cardboard, but not paper.
These paper airplane drones might one day save your life. There you go. There's a picture, and I'll put a picture on the. We'll put a picture on the video portion so you guys can see as well what it looks like.
So it's basically
It's like
giant.
a cardboard.
Some nerd decided to make a giant paper airplane, and so what do you just put something in it and just drop it? And it
Basically,
flies
here
in?
I'll read it for you. It's funded by
Ugh,
DARPA.
we can't
apparently.
touch those poor people. Better.
Yeah. Drones typically aren't disposable and are fairly expensive, which is why most drones can only go as far as they can maintain battery power to make the return trip home. A new paper drone funded by DARPA research grant changes the equation. DARPA, the United States military's experimental technology arm, awarded a grant to the Aerodynamics Research Group at other lab in San Francisco to develop a disposable glider that can be used to ferry medical supplies or other cargo to places where delivery people can't go.
I see. So it's a glider, not so much as like
A drone.
when
drone.
you say
drone,
drone,
It's not something. Yeah.
I think
Okay.
of quad rotor,
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
Or expensive
with
airplanes
propellers
that the
and
military controls.
batteries
Yeah.
and stuff. And I
Or
was like,
someone.
how is that disposable?
The drone isn't designed to make a return trip. It's made of a cheap paper material so that it can travel one way and be discarded. So yeah, I thought it was really interesting, and I don't know.
They're gonna put fucking chemical weapons in that or something.
Yeah, that's gonna be their
They're gonna
secret.
figure- it's
That's how they're
DARPA.
gonna
Don't worry, it's medicine.
send people launch codes.
That's how they're gonna get that Colombian cocaine. That's how the CIA's gonna do it. Get
Yeah,
that
exactly.
Colombian cocaine over the border.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was really
So
weird.
it crashes. They just
With the
don't
cl-
look at
sorry.
me like that.
I'm sorry.
And it biodegrades, so there's no evidence.
yeah. I know. It's weird looking, and it was just very bizarre to me.
By the way, I don't actually. Well, you can look it up yourself, but I don't believe that the CIA is actively getting cocaine from Colombia. By the way, just like to
Just
put that out there.
in case they're watching
In
you.
case they're
Okay, Nick, I just have one thing to say. I
Yeah.
love how your one-stop news source is Twitter.
Well, no, it's not.
You
Well, okay,
mean there's CBS,
do-
MSNBC,
Well, here's the thing.
fucking...
I do use
Your
my
fake
CNN.
news.
Yeah, your fake news. I do use my news app on my phone because I do, as much as it may seem, I don't, but I do keep up with the news every day. But this I just saw on Twitter because I went on Twitter the first thing in the morning. Just I had a mention, and I usually I look at the mentions and I go to the popular just to see what's up. Usually it's something about Trump and his shit, and I saw paper drones. It's like something different.
Neat.
Why not?
But I mean, DARPA funds a lot of weird, not weird, but just stuff where you're like, why? We don't really need that. Have you seen those mechanical dog-looking things that are supposed to
Oh yeah.
I
Those are
don't remember
fucking
what they're
weird.
called. But They like make that high pitched like sound. It's so weird because they look like animated, like they're alive, but they're just a robot.
Mhm.
So it's a little creepy.
The way they walk too, and like function. Yeah.
By the way, is it just me? But as the more realistic, like feel realistic a robot looks, the more creepy it gets. You know, because when you look at like a animated plushie or whatever, right? It's like, oh, that's adorable.
That's an actual thing. That's a fear, right?
It's called the uncanny valley.
Uncanny
There's
Valley.
a certain.
Oh yeah, I've seen this graph before. It's like
I think it was on
it's
Vsauce.
like it gets cuter as it starts becoming more realistic, but then once it hits a certain point
Once it hits
of
a
realism,
certain point, your brain can't distinguish whether it's a threat or not. You can't read what it's. So like some creepy things, like creepy dolls, things like that. They think that I heard this from Vsauce, by the way. So if I'm wrong, it's
Shut up.
Vsauce's fault.
Shut up.
And plus my memory's not that great, but it's something like your brain can't distinguish whether it's something is an expression you should be afraid of or not. So you just kind of feel like, ugh, like
Like,
kinda
what is that?
Like
Almost like
stay away,
disgusted?
like a little disgusted. Just like let's stay away from that. I'm not sure if that's gonna hurt. You know, it's not like a tiger jumping at you where you're like, whoa, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Right, but it's like you're just like, I'm gonna keep my distance because that doesn't look. It's just subconscious.
Doesn't look safe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
funny.
I'm definitely afraid of mannequins. When I was younger,
What about the one with the titties?
oh wow,
Fuck off.
Yeah.
oh wow.
When I
No,
was
for
younger,
sure.
we went to San Francisco. I don't know how. I think I was maybe like 11. I don't know. I was really young. I had to be I was probably like 10. Whatever. We went to the Wax Museum, and I was like terrified. I was highly convinced that these people, they were just people standing
Just
still
standing
waiting
there.
to abduct me. Just like it was the most terrifying thing in my life. I remember sitting outside
Every
of
rational child's fear.
yeah, I remember sitting there because they had like, it was very like cultural stuff. So they had like a horror exhibit and stuff like that. I remember they even had a lane where if you didn't want to go into the horror exhibit, you could pass it. And I was like, yeah, fuck that.
Horror.
Horror, not
Horror.
yes, not
I thought you said
horror.
horror.
No. Horror.
confused.
I'm
You mean
sorry.
like someone
And we were
at
like,
the end of the
Nick?
street?
No, it might have been San Francisco, but it's not.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I was confused. Like horror exhibit.
No.
Let's go to
horror.
the bathhouse, Johnny.
Yeah. Yeah, so I went past it and I just sat there and cried. I was terrified. Some couple, obviously people who had no fucking idea who they were, came up to me like, everything okay? And I'm like, no, my parents went into the exhibit and they're gonna be eaten alive. Yada yada yada. I was fucking I still am. I still refuse to go in those things.
Nice.
I'm gonna nerd out a little here, but
Yeah.
it kind of reminds me of if anyone's played Fallout 4, the synths.
The synths.
Yeah, how they like
They're taking your family.
yeah, they're like almost identical, but like on the
You
outside.
ever run into the guy when you're like walking around the wasteland and there's like one guy, the same guy pointing a gun at another
Yes.
guy and he's like, you're not gonna
I
replace me.
killed the wrong guy.
I killed the wrong guy too. I said there was like, because the dialogue in Fallout 4
Yeah.
isn't that great. It's not very explanatory.
Yeah.
There's so much.
It's just like, because there was one, it's like, oh, I know about you or something like that.
Mhm.
And then it ended up killing the guy and saving the synth. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, well, I wanted to kill the synth. Well,
And
now I
then
got to kill the synth
It was
too.
really funny because I killed the wrong guy, and then like the Brotherhood of Steel came in,
Yeah.
and they started shooting at the synth. So I was like, well, better help him out. I just shot the synth.
Well,
too.
there was one part where like, God, this is so dumb. Anyway, we'll move on after this. But
Mhm.
there was like two people, and they're like, you know, he told us he was a synth, and the guy's like, I thought I could trust you, and he's like, you're gonna murder us all. He's like, I don't have anything to do. Anyway, so they're like holding a gun. I was like,
Did you kill
yeah.
an innocent bystander?
No. The two people. I was like, yeah, you should probably kill him. So they kill him, and then I killed them. Justice has
So-
been served.
Ryan
Yeah.
Thompson, you brought this up to me, 2 days ago maybe, on Discord when we were just sitting chatting. The last podcast, you brought up the whole Boba Fett thing with
Yeah.
Christian.
All right.
And it's official. Sometime in the future, some future podcast, we're going to get you and Christian on this, and we're going to debate.
You better set that up. That soundboard up for yelling.
Yeah.
'Cause there's gonna be yelling.
Yeah. Well, what are you debating? Whether or not he's like a
Just
good...
screaming match.
He doesn't think he's that cool. Like, I think Boba Fett's super cool, and he's like, oh, he died to a vagina. I'm like, okay.
You mean
they
the-
had
the-
to,
So wait.
Sarlacc pit?
You're actually gonna have a debate on this.
He wants to debate it.
I
They
wanna debate
they
it.
want to debate it, so
I'm
we're
gonna do my research. And he's just gonna be like, "Oh, Darth Vader's cool." End of story. I'm gonna do some research.
Okay. Christian has to have a villain that he thinks is better.
Well, his thing is Darth Vader.
His thing's Darth Vader. Okay.
And not to get back on Star Wars again for 20 minutes, but I just wanted to point that out, that we're going to debate this. So look forward to that.
Okay, actually, I'm going to continue it for just 1 second. You're actually going to research on something that's completely subjective.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay. I mean,
research your facts on Boba.
Boba.
Hey, people
Boba.
debate gender. Why can't I debate Boba Fett?
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh no.
Subjective. I mean, come on.
Well,
Gender is a
one's a bit
spectrum.
more serious than the other.
hey,
Don't wink.
this is Star Wars here. We take that seriously.
We take that fandom super seriously.
But I mean, just like on a cool level, like just like Darth Vader's like he's powerful. I'm not doubting that. I'm not doubting that he's a powerful character, but like he just kind of was. He's always just born with. Oh, I could just choke people by looking at him. Like that's
shit.
You know.
We'll
he's
get to this in the
fucking
future
Cool
podcast.
bounty hunter. Well,
Do your research.
Anyway,
you gotta
I'll
simmer
save it
down.
for
You gotta
later.
simmer
Do
down.
your research. We'll save it for a
Deep
future
breaths,
podcast.
Ryan.
Okay, I'm good.
All right. So here's another thing, another really sciencey thing. The hover bike. Did you guys see anything about the hover bike?
I think I've seen
I've seen something about it.
This-
I didn't look
this-
much into it.
It's
I
a
am
video,
so
I
out
wanna
of the
play
loop
it.
right now.
Matt, what are you doing
Fuck,
with your
Matt.
life?
Reading the Wall Street Journal.
Fucking working, looking at stocks. What are you, fucking nerd?
Think of it as half a drone, half motorcycle. Wow.
It's
Yeah.
pretty much like a it's a hover
It's
bike.
basically a hover bike, but because there's four.
There's 4 fans.
Yeah, and we'll put a picture
Yeah,
of it
there's-
again.
it's
so you
almost
can see
like
I know what
it's
you're
like a
talking about.
drone thing, but you control it.
So have
and
you seen
sit
the?
on it.
Have you the videos are here? I'm not gonna play it, but
Yeah.
have you you've seen the
I've
picture
seen
of it?
the picture of it.
Dude, how fucking dangerous is that? The fucking blades.
Oh yeah, it was like
Someone's
oh, yeah,
gonna get their legs
don't
chopped
fall
off.
off the motor. Don't fall off because the blades are so big and they're like right next to you. Because they have to
gotta put a
conserve-
cage over it. Or
They have to
something.
conserve.
Yeah.
Well, if they put any cage thing over it, it would have to be like kind of a.
Oh, it add more weight.
Well, no, also that and also it needs airflow
Right.
for the fan blades.
True.
Well, yeah, I mean, you
So
could
if
put
you-
you could put like a light net.
Yeah, but if
Metal
it's got to
on
be
it.
strong enough that if you fall on it, you're not gonna go through it and cut your.
Maybe
No, I'm
instead
just-
of
yeah.
instead of having like a cage, you just strap their feet in, so they can't fall off.
Well, you
Yeah,
know
but what if
someone's
you
not
lose
gonna do
control
it.
of the?
You know someone's not going to do it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Would you rather?
That's like the whole road bike thing.
It's like seatbelts.
I think if you're crashing that thing, that's not a good outlook any way you do it.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
That's
not
it.
How
only
much
that,
was
but
it? I forgot. It
I
was
didn't
some
see.
ridiculous.
It was a ridiculous
figure.
amount of money.
okay. By the way, just a little side note
I'll
here,
look at
like that kind of raises like licensing concerns too, because like if you got to think you got to have
Excuse me.
a license for the road,
Mhm.
then just imagine having
Yeah,
like
'cause,
a
like, you
bunch
land-
of bunch of
you-
kids
yeah,
driving
'cause
this
you have
shit
to,
around.
You have to have a license for a motorcycle. So think about having
Well, now
have a
here's
license for
the other
like
question.
a motorbike,
Here's
like,
the
or
other
I mean a
question.
hover bike.
Since it flies through the air, do you get your license through ADOT or do you get it through FAA?
Oh, yeah.
That is actually pretty
'Cause
good.
it's-
Oh yeah, I didn't
Because
even
you're
think of that.
technically not on the ground, so it's no longer like a.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
you're
know
also in a
what the-
motorized vehicle.
You,
But
That-
I-
I'm
but any plane
You
or
can fly
anything-
45 miles an hour apparently.
Yeah, but
don't
any
know
plane
Yeah,
is
I
a
know any plane
motorized
can do
vehicle.
that
And up to
too.
10
Yeah.
So
feet in the air.
then you
only 10 feet.
it would almost be
Apparently,
like a
yeah.
hybrid thing.
Yeah, because you also got to think they're probably not flying high enough for them to
No.
even have to call into
Right.
towers.
It
So
only
But
goes.
you are still above the ground.
He's-
You're still
no,
flying.
I know, but I mean,
So they have to like
Yeah, I
they'd
don't
have to
know.
do some hybrid license.
well, I
thing.
mean, there's probably not any laws on this because this is really
It's
new
brand
technology.
new. There's
So,
gonna be no. It's gonna be
Like-
really open, and then they're gonna crack down on
Like-
it as soon.
by the
as,
way, I'm no lawyer. I'm assuming
Yeah.
there's no
Apparently-
laws on
well, I don't
this.
think. Well, it's a motorized vehicle, so you'd have to get like some kind of license.
Apparently, this
but-
isn't actually the only hover bike to take the skies recently. There's a taxi drone, in quotes, that is scheduled to launch in Dubai.
Neat.
Yeah, I read something about that on the.
But I guess it's kind of like if you murder an alien, do you get charged for murder? Because murder really only in courts applies to other people. But
Mhm.
it's an alien, so it's like new. You got to make new laws or something.
Yeah, it's a new factor.
that's also a Vsauce topic, isn't it?
Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
I wanted to make a Trump joke.
Like, where he makes the argument. He's like, would it be murder or would you just be a really messed up huntsman?
I've I've honestly never.
It'd
seen
be
that
like
Vsauce,
killing-
but if it's
Oh, I'm
copyrighted,
pretty sure it
Technically,
is.
put a
I
little TM
think
right there.
okay.
Yeah.
As the laws are right
Trademark.
now, technically, if you killed an alien, I feel like that'd be like killing an animal.
I feel like
Because
that'd be the same.
Depends on
technically-
how sentient they are.
But technically, you're not killing another person.
Could it be an endangered animal though? Because I mean that makes it a big difference.
Well, I feel like
I don't know.
it depends.
If they have interplanetary travel, I don't think they'd be endangered.
Yeah, no.
Well, I'm
And
just
If you're that
I'm just
sophisticated,
saying, like,
I think you.
Well, and
right. But if you find the only and very first one and you murdered it, I mean, to us that would seem like a pretty endangered. I don't want to be
I wouldn't say endangered.
bad sounding, but
No,
creature.
I feel like it'd be like.
air quotes.
I feel like they just consider it an animal, and
You
you want to
might
get.
start an intergalactic war, which I think would be the bigger issue.
There, by the way, Fisher, there is no. I didn't see anything for price. It didn't tell me any price.
I
so.
thought it.
I
said
tried looking it up, but I couldn't find
it.
it.
It was something like in the 6 figures at least.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. It's
What about
fucking
For
expensive.
the hover bike.
Bitcoin,
What?
No, not Bitcoin. What's the thing you're?
Ethereum? Buy
Ethereum?
it. Everyone buy it.
Ryan, don't say that. That is no. Seriously, you can
What?
actually get in trouble for saying shit like that.
What? It's just my personal opinion. I'm not paid.
I'm not
for it by
condoning. I'm not
Ethereum.
paid.
I'm not
It's not
paid.
paid sponsorship.
Free
They
advertising.
get
No,
They
no,
get
like
it.
I'm being serious. Like when you can actually get in trouble for saying shit like that.
Look at his face. It's like, what? What the fuck?
Yeah, I know it's
Like,
not a
huh? big
deal, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying like normally when
He's
you
about
read
to go
articles
Google the
about like
legal rights.
analysis and stuff, they normally have to say if they have personal stake in it or not, and
Oh, I totally have personal stake in it.
they can't tell you to straight up buy
I
it.
have no. I don't. I can't forecast it. I'm not saying buy it at your discretion, but I'm just saying it makes my investment look better if you
Make me look
Wow.
better.
see online.
You took advantage of a basic economic principle, supply and demand.
Well, here's the thing: is I can't tell if people online are actually suggesting to buy it, or they're just pimping it because they've bought some and they want to make their investment sound. So, but
I mean, normally you can look at Morningstar. That's where I would go.
it's only 2 years old, really. It's not.
I know Morningstar has like reviews on hundreds of bonds and stocks, like stocks I haven't even
It's
heard
not really
of.
a stock.
And they'll have like
That's the
over
thing.
50 like expert recommendations on it. And I'm like,
It's cryptocurrency.
well, I know, but I mean, obviously it's a tradable asset.
So,
Wow, we are getting financial as shit here.
I-
I'm
It's
so
fine.
sorry.
but anyway,
Listen,
yeah,
Not to make
it's-
your ears bleed,
It's
ladies and
interesting
gents.
conversation,
it's
I
the
suppose.
thing I'm into now, and I've decided I'm dedicating like my pocket change to it. And
well,
if
that's
it-
Eventually, he's
if
going to be
it
$1,000 into it.
skyrockets- If it skyrockets and I make a bunch of money,
You'll all be
is,
sorry.
This is living proof right here. You know, February 24th, 2017, Ryan Thompson said he's going to make a bunch of money. Now, I could lose all my money and make a total ass of myself.
Like, bro, I probably will.
Most likely.
90% sure.
It's a pretty big risk. It's very volatile. But remember in econ, greater risk, greater reward. I've only put 20
Or
bucks
greater
into
debt.
Well, that's normally the general trend.
it. Right.
Yeah.
But
So-
I mean, they told us that econ.
Matt, did he give you permission to talk about it?
Oh, you mean Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
I
So
want to
we're-
hear
we're
the story.
okay.
All right.
We're
so
okay.
So
We
this
are-
is totally just
This is a little.
not safe for work here. I don't know. This
all right, yeah, hold on. We're gonna.
Viewer discretion is
This
advised.
is the Matt work stories that is not safe for work, everyone.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this at the office, I don't know why the hell you're doing that. Get back to work, you lazy piece of shit.
That'll be our branch off podcast. Stories from work, not safe
for
from
work.
Yeah. That's actually decent idea.
So-
Anyway,
All right, I used to have this manager named Sean. Okay, just a little side note here. I work at a convenience store, so my managers change like all the time. Because I mean, who the fuck wants to work at a convenience store?
he works at Fuck
Just
that
say
up. Never
Quick
mind.
Trip. Oh my god.
I wanted to be sly.
anyway,
about it, but whatever.
yeah,
In
clearly.
Pig Latin.
Anyway, I used to have this manager named Sean, this assistant manager named Sean, and I would say he was a quite big fella. Like he wasn't no like.
Oh, was
like
that the
fella?
guy who accused me of stealing a pretzel?
yeah, that was that guy.
You got accused of. Okay, hold on.
We'll
We'll
come
get- we'll
back
get
to
back
we'll
to
come
you,
back
Ryan.
to that.
All
But
right, sure.
okay, so this guy was telling me a story. He's like back when he was a lot younger and like worked at QT for not that long. He worked in the ghetto-ish part of Phoenix, you could say.
Is this the Cave Creek QT?
No, that's not ghetto. I'm
Oh,
talking.
right.
I'm
thinking
talking
something
like
else.
Peoria I-17 ghetto.
Okay.
I mean, that's not really that. Like that kind of is, but not like
Biked through
super.
there. Remember when we biked to the?
We did. We biked all the way to the
Well,
stadium.
well, no, that was on the-
I-17.
yeah,
that was on the
101.
That was still sketch.
Yeah, it was.
You remember
So I
seeing
mean,
those-
imagine the I-17. Anyway,
The
there's
homeless man?
there's a QT there. It's
What?
Never mind.
There's a QT by that freeway. I'm not sure which one in that area it was, but I'm pretty sure it was somewhere in that general vicinity. And he was telling me about this one time. He was
Sorry, we're distracted.
I'm sorry, these two are distracting me. You fucks.
With non-vocal communication. Okay.
and sorry. There, he was working at these ghetto stores, and one day, it was like probably later at night, I'm assuming, because I don't feel like someone would do this in the middle of the day or early morning. So, he's just doing his job, right? Ringing some people up.
Is this the 40 story?
The 40 story?
No, this is the Taco Bell story.
Taco Bell story.
Oh, no. I'm doing the Taco Bell.
Oh, this is a
one
different
day.
story. Okay.
Yeah,
This isn't
no.
Oh, I was like,
I was just verifying because I'm pretty sure.
I was
I
a
know
little
This is no. This is just my mini segment of mad to work and not safe for work.
Anyway, continue.
Anyway, so he was like ringing some people up on the register. I'm sure, whatever, no big deal. And so this even bigger lady, I want to say, from his description, I want to say she's like at least 100 pounds more than my manager was, who was quite a big fella. And she just walks over to the beer section like, any normal customer would, whatever, no big deal. And Sean happened to leave the register to go do something. I quite honestly don't remember the story, and I really hope I'm not butchering it. And this lady... You know what? A tall boy, I'm going to do another side note here. A tall boy is like those 24, 25-ounce beer cans that are, they're only like $2 normally or whatever.
Yep.
This lady in this dress literally lifted up her dress. And
Did she shove it up her vagina?
yeah, she straight up put the damn thing
No.
in her... No, I'm serious. She put the thing in her big old lotus
How
pedal.
wide are those things?
Like, okay,
I
imagine...
thought you were asking how wide hers was.
Imagine...
We'll get to that.
Imagine like the width of an energy drink can, a little bit like has a little bit more of like a circumference, and then like really tall.
Okay.
So this, and there was an officer in the store too, by the way. And this lady, she straight up just shoves it right up her vajayjay, her vagina. And Sean is like, yo, like, this isn't cool. Like, you can't just shove
Keep it.
a beer can up your vagina. And then the officer, and then she's like, because there was an officer in the store. He's like, will I get arrested if I give it back? And then Sean said, no, just give it back. We know you stole the beer can. So she pulls it in front of them, out of her
It's a magic trick.
vagina. And the
you
cop,
see it?
No,
Now you don't.
and the cop just said, "Oh hell no!" Like an officer was like, "Hell no, I ain't touching this."
At that
beer
point,
can.
you'd be like, you know what? Just keep
Yeah,
it.
no. They didn't. They made her throw it away in the trash can. They had her leave the store. But this officer's like, in the 14, 15 years of service in this city, I don't think I've ever seen a lady shove a beer can in her vagina.
A tall boy too.
A tall boy. That's the thing. These things. I mean, Nick, if you could just look up a picture of this and slap it right here on the podcast.
Yeah.
These things are like no joke size. Like,
Imagine going to Castle, finding the biggest, blackest dildo, and
Ryan
trying to
Thompson's
shove that up
Googling
there.
it.
See, Ryan
Not the
Thompson.
dildo, the tall boy.
okay. And
I think. Who knows?
When an officer is even like, this is
Let me see it.
This is
Is this the picture we're gonna use?
this is like totally the weirdest thing I've seen in my 15 years here. Like, you gotta think that's really some fucked up shit,
Yeah.
right? It's okay. At a convenience store, you run into a lot of weird things like this. That's a tall boy. Ryan Thompson is showing us a picture of a tall boy.
We'll put
right
it up
now.
on
We'll put it
the
up.
screen
Oh
right now.
my goodness.
Your face like, holy shit.
Anyway, at a convenience store, you run into a lot of shit like this.
Yeah.
Like, just out of the ordinary shit. And don't get me wrong, the workers are weird too. I have a gay coworker.
Is this the Taco Bell story?
Yeah, this is the Taco Bell
Oh
story.
boy, strap in.
I was hanging out with some coworker after work, right? My gay coworker friend. Now, I'm only saying that he's gay because this comes relevant to the story.
Shout out.
Shout out Jackson, man. I hope you're
gave
listening
us
to this
permission.
one. You gave us permission to tell this one. And he told me about one time he sucked some dude's dick to get some free Taco Bell.
Now I want to know the context. You don't. I assume you don't know too much.
I
But-
really don't know too much about it, but I'm assuming it probably was in the bathroom and just like real quick
the
stuff.
bathroom of a QT
or under
or
the
the
counter. Either
No,
way.
no, I don't. He wasn't working at QT yet.
Oh, okay.
I know that much. It was a while ago. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he sucked some. I know he sucked some guy's dick for Taco Bell. I don't know where. I don't know any more specifics than that. But you know what though? I mean, props to you, I guess.
I don't even know how much we're into this, but I've got so many great opportunities for titles.
I bet his mother's proud.
There you go.
Jackson, I'm so sorry. You gave us permission. Jackson.
Taco Bell isn't even that expensive.
That's the thing.
I just had Taco Bell.
I did too. Shut up.
Like,
I
you
didn't
could
suck
you
Ryan's
could've
dick
bought
though.
it. Like no
For
joke.
Taco Bell,
You
he
couldn't
got it
just-
for me.
Come
Full
on, Dan,
disclosure.
come on. Cough it up.
You couldn't just like fist your couch for a couple of cents and go to Taco Bell?
Okay,
Like,
okay, hold on. From what I understand, now I don't know if this is true. From what I understand, he wanted to suck the guy's dick,
Oh well, then it's a
and
win-win.
then he got some free Taco Bell with it.
Taco Bell and
That's not even like
fellatio.
payment. That's like
Yeah, that's just getting a
that's like
reward
getting
with your
a
reward, yeah.
and then getting another reward for it.
two
That's like
I don't see anything wrong
two
with that.
wrongs don't make a right.
And
I can't wait to listen to this back.
wow.
Your face that peaked on accident. Sorry.
I mean, I know people who've
the face is like.
I've
oh.
known people who've tried peyote like with steroids together. I've known people who've tried crack like
Jeez.
Yeah, dude, it's a convenience store. Do you think these people are normal?
It's a hard
Don't-
knock life.
for us. What about the story you wanted to tell with the fat lady?
That was the fat lady.
Oh, that was the one, right?
Yeah,
right.
she's the
My
one who
bad.
shoved
Yeah,
a,
yeah,
a
yeah.
beer can up her hooch.
Fucking beer can. And didn't you say like when your manager was like telling the story to someone else at a different store, that same lady?
Oh
walked
yeah,
in?
yeah. Okay, I did leave this out, but he was telling our supervisor, his supervisor at the time, so his boss, so it would be my boss's boss at the time. He was telling the story. He's like, yeah, dude, this lady totally shoved a beer can up her vagina. And no joke, while he's telling this story to his boss, this lady does walk in. I did leave that out because I kind of forgot about it. But yeah, that's really. And then the supervisor obviously was just fucking laughing, which is not something you're supposed to do in a professional position like
Convenience
this.
store employees. What the? How? Why they
No,
feel
that
alive?
was a customer. The employees are not better though.
Well, no, the employees must see a lot of shit. Like,
Oh,
holy fuck.
I've seen a lot of shit in North Glendale.
Yeah. I can't, yeah. What the fuck?
I don't think I've been to Quick Trip in like a while.
I mean,
Not
I've
because
got
of the
gas
pretzel
there.
thing.
Do you remember when we were in Tempe? It was for the concert, Hailstorm,
Yeah.
and we had gotten there, and we were going to like that Walmart ripoff or whatever.
Right, that little mini Walmart
Yeah.
convenience store.
And we were going to like Taco Bell. I think we were going to where were we going?
Yeah, we were going to Taco Bell.
oh yeah, shit. Right after we walked. Oh, I even remember
Yeah,
this. Yeah.
and that lady
Yeah.
came up to us. Or
oh
right.
yeah.
And we didn't suck her dick for Taco Bell.
yeah, well, clearly.
Let's put that out there.
Uh,
You didn't suck her dick.
Oh
No.
man, this is me at my best.
No, she so she came up to us. She was in a motorized scooter, and she came up to us and she asked like if we could,
Out of breath, mind you.
if we could buy
Oh,
her
yeah, that's
groceries.
true.
We were just coming back and we were going to Taco Bell, like I said, and she just was like, I don't have a lot of money.
She's like,
or-
"How are you this fine afternoon?" And it was like 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And we're like,
she says, I don't know if she said something that she couldn't walk or something. I don't know. But Matt's strategy when people,
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Before Nick even says it, I do not condone my own behavior on this.
I don't.
I couldn't help myself because I'm an
My
ass.
own
Okay,
behavior.
I
when
really couldn't
impaired,
help
when
myself.
impaired people come up and ask for help, Matt's strategy is to make himself seem as impaired or worse for pity.
Oh my god.
So they feel bad asking them for asking him. So this
Oh,
lady came
man.
up and was asking us to go buy her groceries or something, and Matt goes, "I'm sorry, what? I'm deaf in my right ear or something." And she was like, "Oh, okay." And she like got closer and
Yeah, and
spoke
she
up
like basically like said the whole spiel she had
again.
again.
Yeah.
Like it was almost verbatim the way she said it.
yeah.
If you remember,
She wrote it
I
down.
do.
and-
and then we watched
she
it
just had
after
it like
yeah.
primed.
And after and after we declined, she just scooted away to another person.
Scooted
But-
away.
But the funny part was before she even came up to us, We saw her walking across the street in the cross.
Pushing her
She
cart.
was pushing her cart. She wasn't in the car. She was
Oh yeah, that's
walking
why she was
perfectly
so
fine.
winded.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why she was out of breath. That's right.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just weird. But I just love Matt's strategy of like I'm as impaired or worse as you, so feel bad for me too.
Don't do that. This is not something a normal person should do. I'm an ass.
On the spot,
yeah.
just sorry.
in Tempe, like there'll be people will be like, "Hey man, you got an extra $1?" And I'll be like, "Dude, I'm in debt. Like you got it
have
good.
an extra $1?
You have it good.
Do you have $1,000 extra
I am-
dollars or more?
I am negative. You're doing all right."
That's like that
Did
one.
I ever tell you this story? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go for it.
It was junior year, and it was color day. And my junior year, I had the split schedule, so I had 3 classes at on campus, and then I went home and did 2 classes online. And we have Spirit Week, and basically, it's just like I said, it's a week for Spirit.
Yep.
So leading up to Friday, every day has
School
like a theme.
spirit, not like whoa.
Right. Yeah.
Kinda
So
spirit.
and our school had
I just had to
specific.
make that
Yeah,
clear.
I got you. Our school had
like
specific
the
colors.
CIA.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Our
sorry,
school had
sorry.
specific colors. So the freshman class
God
was
damn it.
green,
Yeah, green.
sophomores were yellow, junior were orange, and seniors were pink. And it was junior year, so we were orange. And I left because my 3 classes were over, and I wanted to come back after school because there's this thing that happens. They don't do it as much anymore because they like kind of brought the hammer down on it. But it was the whole tagging thing. So if you're an underclassman, upperclassman would come
Yeah.
up to you with like silly string or hairspray and something and tag you with their color. And I wanted to do some tagging after school off campus and ambush people. So I went and got a friend of mine who is also probably my future boss, or is. He drove me to Party City. We got some stuff. But as we were coming out of Party City, there was a little, like, not really a little kid. He was probably like 13, 14. Panhandling on the side of Bell. And I'm not gonna say his actual name, but let's call him Greg. Greg rolls down his Windows truck and goes, let's find out, because we were asking whether we were kind of like, I wonder if he's real. So he rolls down his window and goes, "Hey, are you for real?" And the kid just kind of looks at him, like nods his head, and Greg goes, "All right, well, good luck with that," and just rolls up the window and drives off. Like,
Wow.
It was great. I was like, holy shit, okay. Like, it was fucking hilarious. And we knew he wasn't, because for some reason, I don't know why people, when they fake panhandling, decide to not take off their expensive
Yeah, I don't get
merchandise
that
and-
either, because I've seen that like on the like when I'm getting off the ramp on the freeway and I see people like panhandling. I'll see people wearing like goddamn expensive Converse that look better than mine. And
This
I'm like,
dude-
what?
This kid had like a Rolex on it. Obviously it wasn't, but a really nice watch. And he was wearing long sleeves. Don't know why, because it was like August. But
In Arizona.
yeah, in Arizona. But he just we
He
could
wants
see his
more
watch.
pity.
Yeah, exactly. This is the only clothes I have. It was really funny though. It was fucking great.
Are you for real? Well, good luck with that.
It was like no remorse. Like, okay, like we just wanted to see if you were real or not.
He lied on step 1.
Yeah. I thought like, hey, let's find out. Anyway, fucking panhandlers. Goddamn. There's a guy. I don't know where he is now. He used to sit. I want to say he used to sit under the bridge on Bell. Who used to walk around with a sign. I think he still does. I don't know where he is, like I said, but he used to walk around with a sign that says, "Please help me bury my son."
Oh, yeah. I've actually seen this guy,
And
too.
Jeremy, shout out to Jeremy. I know you're probably listening. And I think this was his idea. If not, whatever. It sounds like something you would do. Wanted to go up to him and give him a shovel.
Wow, we're assholes. What an asshole.
Now, if this might not have been Jeremy's idea, I don't know. It sounds like something he would do.
It's a good way to get your window smashed out with a shovel.
not to make you sound like a bad guy, Jeremy. I love you. We all love you, but it's just.
Just, all right, let's go, man.
And if
here
I'm
to help.
wrong, I'm sorry.
I'm here to help, man. Let's go. Let's just take the
Christian
let's
to
take the kid out
Snapchat.
back. Wow.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
I mean, I think that tops me pretending to be disabled to make disabled people pity me.
I don't know. It's pretty close.
Yeah, we haven't had the
That's
best
so
ideas.
bad.
We haven't generated the best ideas with Jeremy.
No, not at all.
Exhibit
wow.
A, the hay
The haystack,
bale,
yeah.
haystack.
The haystack. Buying a lottery ticket while I'm at work when.
Buying a lottery ticket. Oh, and one of your coworkers hit on him.
Yeah, another gay coworker of mine hit on him.
Allegedly, by the way, he bought a lottery ticket.
If you're Christian,
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
if you're hardcore Christian and you like going to Quick Trip because you think they're all nice and clean cut, yeah, they're all gay.
It's
Wow.
terrible.
Wait,
Why
I'm
would
not
you say
gay.
that?
Yet.
I mean, that's a fair argument. There's some pretty hot guys that come in.
There you go.
Weren't you like this close to spitting in someone's food?
I've thought about it, but I've never actually done it, nor was I like urging the
Yeah.
feeling. Though one night, here's another. This is safer work this time, but here's another Matt work story. This we have like fast food kitchens within our convenience stores. It's kind of weird to explain, but just imagine like a fast food joint inside of a convenience store. And I was working in that said like fast food thing. By the way, food service sucks.
Oh, it does.
I feel for anyone who works in food service out there. And this dad comes in with like 2 8-year-old sons, and it's like maybe 9:15 at night. So this thing closes at 10, and I already have all my shit cleaned up, like because we're supposed to have it cleaned before we leave. And this guy orders. He starts ordering. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? Just let me know if you got any questions or anything, because they type the orders in themselves, and then I just make it whenever it's ordered. And their 2 kids ordered like frappes with triple espresso shots in both of them. And I'm thinking to myself, single espresso. God damn it,
You're butchering this, Matt.
I know.
Get it together.
Single espresso shots.
Yes, thank you. In this frappe. And then I said, it's like 9:15 at night on like a Thursday evening. These kids have to have school tomorrow. There's no way.
He questioned my coffee drinking the other day at like 7 o'clock at night. Anyway.
It's 7 o'clock, so it's 9:15. These guys are like 8. I swear they're not older than 8.
Yeah.
And so I decided to teach the dad a little bit of a parenting lesson. And instead of giving him single shots, I put triple in both the frappes. Because this guy pissed me off because I just cleaned the espresso machine and whatnot. And then he orders
a
the
pain
thing.
in the butt.
Yeah, and then he's giving his kids coffee at like 9:15. So I'm like, no, this bitch needs to learn a lesson. So I gave both of his sons extra espresso. And where did I get those extra espresso shots? I took it out of the dad's drink.
Nice. But didn't you? Well, there was a customer who at Ryan's Fisher's work who apparently has no idea what the fuck I would say no
Allegedly,
idea.
by the way.
Allegedly, yeah. Who apparently likes her mimosas
Oh,
not like a mimosa.
So this lady comes in and she orders a mimosa. I'm like, okay. And she's like, but wait, they didn't make it right last time.
What?
I was
Now
like, how
a
the fuck? How do you
mimosa
fuck that up?
It's half champagne, half orange juice. It's not very hard.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's just
not
you
very
mix
hard
it,
to
you're
fuck with.
I'm
good.
pretty sure all of us here
Yeah.
know.
So I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I can do it for you. I can make it right. She's like, well, wait. Just get me a full glass of champagne, a full glass of orange juice, and then another glass so I can mix it myself.
Why don't you do it in your mouth? Okay, that sounded really bad. Never mind.
So she essentially ordered just 2 mimosas.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm just like, all right, lady, whatever. I gave her the 3 glasses, and then she ended up walking out. I'm like, okay, that's cool.
But like after you told me that story, I was like, yeah, how do you fuck up a mimosa?
I know,
That's-
it's half and
2
half.
ingredients.
It's
2 ingredients evenly poured.
yeah,
So you just hold them the same way.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah. It's really not that difficult.
Some people are just dumb. Like
That
Oh.
or she's just dumb because I'm pretty sure they didn't mess it up.
Who goes to a breakfast restaurant
get some mimosa.
expecting a top tier mimosa?
Okay.
Excuse me.
Who goes
It's
to
America's
Denny's
diner.
expecting a top tier
Oh.
mimosa?
Excuse me. I'm sorry I didn't have such a high standard for a diner.
Oh no.
I don't know.
There's
I don't know,
people-
Ryan.
There's
Who's-
people that come into Denny's, and they expect like perfection. I mean like ridiculous perfection.
If you want that, just go to IHOP.
and I'm like,
Oh.
and I'm like,
Shots
I'm sorry,
fired.
but
Shade.
if you're ordering a $4 value slam, like
yeah.
I'm
This
sorry,
is not made
this
for
is-
perfection.
This is not like, going to some fancy restaurant where you're paying for a $40 steak. You're getting a $4 value slam.
That was probably just unfrozen and fucking thrown on the oven or some shit.
No, we cook our eggs.
Okay,
fresh.
I'm obviously
says.
kidding. Oh, he said allegedly. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
That's the title of this. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't know, Ryan. Who goes to Denny's and expects top tier mimosas? That's like going to an IHOP and getting a salad.
God.
Hey, we already talked
Fisher,
about this.
Fisher,
We
you
already talked
cancer.
about-
I just had to. I had to bring it up again. I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm just saying that salad wasn't bad. Just saying.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
Oh my god.
By the way, do any of you guys like blue cheese?
No,
no,
actually,
I
I
hate
yes.
blue cheese.
really.
Oh, you all suck.
No, dude, it's just like really strong. You
Yeah.
like that?
It's very.
It
Yeah.
tastes like
to
butt.
me, it's like
but it
pungent.
tastes. Yeah, there you go. That's a
Hey,
really
Matt.
good word to describe it.
Yeah,
Do you have
yeah.
any experience on things that taste like
This
butt?
is a divided country right now. Half us like blue cheese, the other half us don't.
No.
We're a divided nation.
Three of us don't like blue
No,
cheese.
it's a three-quarter
One of
to
us.
one.
One of us.
No, I'm
We're a
saying,
divided country
I'm
right
saying,
now.
how do you know what butt tastes like?
Okay, I'm not.
Diva's
Gonna,
real.
Oh my
Okay,
You
God.
just
stop.
gotta stretch enough, you know.
Wow.
God damn it.
True.
Well,
I
everyone
had
likes
a-
to taste their own ass, so.
I had a slice of pizza today. I had a slice of pizza
Matt's
today.
I think he's going.
He's leaving.
He's just in the corner.
He's in the shame corner.
I think I broke Matt.
Get
So I
back
had,
here.
I had a slice of pizza today at the Manzanita Dining Hall, and
Look at that.
it had like
fancy-ass
bacon
title.
on it, and I didn't see the blue cheese. Like I was just like, oh, this looks kind of neat. So I put it on my plate. I take a bite, and it's just like blue cheese.
Sometimes
And
the
I'm
blue
like,
cheese gets mixed. Like you can
"Oh."
confuse blue cheese with feta cheese.
But feta's
Feta-
just as strong.
No, feta's good. Blue cheese is
it's not.
stupid.
No, it's not.
I like
Feta,
feta cheese.
to me is like just crumbly, salty cheese.
Yeah.
Like
You
blue
guys are all
cheese is
weird.
blue cheese is like
Moldy.
hey, found your taste buds. Like
Blue cheese.
And you guys called the French pussies.
Oh my god.
gotta make up for it somehow.
Oh.
Yeah, blue cheese. I don't like.
Sorry,
blue cheese
we
at all.
love you, France.
Hey,
I have,
like
I have a
France's
giant French
food.
flag sitting in my room.
It's not their
actually
fault
does.
that like a good chunk of their male population died in both world wars.
France?
That's why
No.
they're not
Well,
so
okay,
masculine.
okay.
No, no.
Mexico.
Okay. France is good at cooking,
Hey, yeah.
but is not good at fighting wars.
Have you guys seen the video of the?
Just-
Wow, we are following the stereotype super hard.
Have you guys seen the video of the? It was like the documentary or something on like the French restaurant, and it cuts to a shot outside with the door open, and the cat runs into the fucking door, and they kept it in.
They kept that shot. Maybe no one noticed. It's just like a cat running by, you know, blah blah blah.
That's how they get their ingredients.
Yeah.
Don't
It's
worry
not a
about
Chinese restaurant. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh
That's true.
wow,
Whoa,
wow.
speaking of which, did you hear about the North Koreans assassinated someone?
Recently?
Yeah, they
They had a successful missile launch too, I believe,
right. They
or semi-successful.
I don't know all the details. I only heard a snippet of it. I don't know who died, but some North Korean agents or whatever took a bag with like nerve agent and just ran up and put it over a speaker's head or something, and just I don't know who it was who
I don't
died.
see-
Wait, was
anything.
it like what nation do you know? Like were
North
they South
Korea?
Korean?
I don't know who it was.
Yeah,
North
who
Koreans
they
Kim-
perpetrated.
Kim
It was in
Jong-nam.
Malaysia.
Kim Jong Nam,
No?
Nam. I'm probably saying that, butchering that. Was assassinated. Yeah, with nerve agent.
Oh yeah, I did hear about.
It's a stark
I
reminder of the North's lesser-known weapons of mass destruction, a stockpile of chemical and biological weapons.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. I didn't see anything about
I'm
this.
Yeah, I
pretty
haven't
sure they
either.
had a missile test.
He was killed the
recently.
13th.
Or they launched a missile.
That was the 13th.
Yeah, 2 women rubbed his face with the nerve agent.
Yeah.
That's how they describe it.
Wow. That
At
sounds.
an airport, too, of all places.
You
Oh
want
wow,
you want a
another
face
airport
massage?
tragedy.
Oh,
That's
yeah, that's right.
fucking
It was at an
awful.
airport. He wasn't like at a.
Do you guys know about the whole, like, security, the whole TSA, like, JIP?
Oh, you're
The whole security theater?
Alex ruins everything or whatever.
Right. Well, I knew.
Adam
Well,
runs everything.
That's a words, Nick. I saw that after I was reading about this, the whole security theater
I
thing.
think Americans forget that, you know, in a representative democracy, we can all just tell our senators and shit, like, get rid of the TSA.
We could.
TSA doesn't do anything. They just make you feel
Right,
safer.
so they don't, like, and clearly it pisses off a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
a
love getting-
huge chunk of the
I
American
love
population.
Makes
pre-check.
people feel safer. I think.
That's
I
the whole.
know,
That's the whole
which is
thing.
why-
That's
I
what
think
security
it's, I
theater
think
is.
it's more of just Yeah,
a
making
sense-
people
a
think they're
sense
safe.
of security.
Yeah, but okay,
Not
but you gotta see
necessarily
how much we're
security.
spending on it, you know?
On the TSA.
Like, is it, yeah, because, I mean, is it really worth that
we're
price?
spending like
To make
shitloads
people
of money
feel
on
Feel
safe.
safer?
There's a lot of research projects that we're
Yeah.
spending money on that are kind of pointless.
Have you guys ever witnessed a
That's true.
a TSA like test? They do these tests,
Oh.
like random tests.
Oh, to find, like,
They
mock
did-
weapons
they-
and
they
Yeah,
shit?
yeah,
did
the
that-
mock test.
They did that at Sky Harbor. They had a cooler full of C4, like actual C4. They didn't have a primer on it, but it was actual C4. And they put it in the airport to see if they could find it, and it went missing. Like,
No shit.
I don't know if they'd ever
How
found
long ago
it.
was this?
This is a while ago, like probably a year or so ago. But yeah, they had a cooler full of like C4, and they just left it somewhere to test the TSA agents. And then they're like, "Oh, you didn't find it." And then they went looking for it, and they're like,
It's gone.
"Where the fuck did it go?"
Yeah, no. There was actually... Didn't the federal government, like, test the TSA on actually finding weapons
Yeah.
of, like assault rifles, weapons of mass destruction, like Semtex,
You
like
should-
all sorts of...
You should definitely
fun
follow
toys.
the TSA Instagram because they just post shit of things they find. Some of it's hilarious. Like the things they confiscate, it's good. It's really good. They're funny. There was
The grenade vape.
yeah, the grenade. It was a grenade vape. It was- dude, the TSA
I think
is
they
great.
knew what it was. They were just doing society a justice.
Yeah. Finally, TSA did something
fair.
right.
That's fair. Yeah, no, but then, like, when, like, the feds tested them, they failed on, like, 95% of the weapons.
Yeah.
They could not discover. And, like, their screenings and everything talked about here.
Not surprising.
Maybe
Come
that
here,
cooler was
I
part
feel
of
like
it.
TSA agents are like the laziest motherfuckers in the world.
Fort Lauderdale.
And I can't talk too much, but
Wow.
I do think TSA agents are just like,
no,
whatever.
you guys. If anyone hasn't heard, back in December there was a guy who sent a gun and ammunition in his checked baggage, and then went and shot up the baggage claim. The same baggage claim I was in a week before. And
Oh.
then 3 days after the incident, I had to get on a flight at that airport.
Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is when
Yeah.
you were in Florida. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, this is right.
obviously.
Okay, yeah. Because I remember thinking, oh shit, I hope he's okay.
Yeah, no, I was on a boat, drinking beer and stuff.
I'm on a boat.
Well, I didn't even know because we didn't have internet, so it was like...
Yeah, and I was like, I've had like a minor, like, I was like, fuck, I really hope Ryan wasn't involved in this.
No.
I care about you sometimes.
Yeah,
I hope he was.
someone has to.
Yeah,
We
someone
can
has to.
keep wishing, but I hoped he was.
Yeah, no, the fucking TSA airports are stupid. I'm not gonna go back to airports or airplanes.
Airports, airplanes.
That's right. I'll just swim
We're
across
just
the Atlantic.
We're just the
Yeah.
aeronautical podcast
It's on
now.
the swim
Yeah.
team. I can do it.
Yeah. You
Wait,
were on the
what's up?
swim team? Oh yeah, that's right. You
I was
were.
on
I
the
forgot
swim
about
team. I
that.
can do it.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. No, you
You
can't.
can't. No one
Dude,
can.
there is
Or
literally
actually, I think there
points
has
in the
been.
Pacific Ocean where if you were to go exactly across Earth, you would still be in the Pacific Ocean. I'm not kidding. Like,
At least you didn't say Pacific Ocean this time.
can you be more Pacific?
Can you be more Pacific?
Wait. Are you saying you're gonna swim across the whole Pacific Ocean?
Yeah. No, I'm saying how massive it is. Like,
Nat,
It's huge.
your fucking rock star can is still here.
It's a memento.
get this shit out of here. If you guys can hear that, I'm sorry.
Anyway. Yeah.
But if you look at Earth at a certain angle with the Pacific Ocean just facing it, it looks almost all water. Like the Pacific Ocean is huge. Atlantic maybe.
You haven't seen me swim.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. There's like, you know how people say if you dig through
Start
if you
training.
dig through America, you'll end up in China, right, or whatever. Like if you were to go straight through the center of the Earth, where like if we were standing right now, we would go straight through the Earth.
Uh-huh.
There's obviously some opposite point.
We'd end up in like
There's obviously some
I
lava.
want to say Russia.
We'd probably end up in water. There's a big
That's a
chance
big-
we'd end up in
yeah.
the middle of water.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Russia.
Like if you had a point just directly.
Right. If
through
you
Like
just
a
went
Russia.
straight
With
down
a giant drill.
and you went through the diameter of Earth, like through the sphere, you would hit some other point on the surface area. Right, and I'm saying in the Pacific Ocean, it is so large. There are points in the Pacific Ocean where if you were to go straight down and go right through the center of the Earth and come back out, you would still be in the Pacific Ocean.
Ka-chow.
It's like the
Ka-chow.
whole,
Kuchiga.
the whole black hole
Yeah.
thing.
Well, you can, due to the size of the Earth, you can, the longest distance you can be away from something is like 12,000 kilometers.
Hmm.
Because of this, that's like the diameter of Earth.
Yeah.
So you can be no more than 12,000 kilometers away from.
Well,
something
if you're
else
on the surface
Earth.
of Earth, because if you're in the International Space Station and you're judging your distance relevant away from
On
someone,
Earth.
I know that's what I was saying, on Earth. But if you're not on Earth,
Technically, if you count the atmosphere as part of Earth,
This reminded me
yeah.
of something.
Well, no, the ISS goes over 100 kilometers because I'm pretty sure that's
No,
what
but if you're
everyone has
standing on
agreed
something,
upon is space is after
Yeah.
that.
so
it's just really falling, but like just like whipping around. In
Yeah,
a way
I know,
that they
I
don't
know.
Hit the ground.
Someone won the space poop challenge.
So space poop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I wanted to talk about NASA and the whole 7 planets thing, but this is way more. This is way funnier. Poop. Yeah, poop. So NASA issued basically a challenge to people. Apparently, the big problem for astronauts is they can't find a good way to waste, to shit. And without like it going, I won't say going everywhere. They just can't find a good way to do it. So NASA,
A really big syringe.
yeah. So NASA challenged people to find,
Nice enema solution in
Yeah.
there too.
NASA challenged people
Wow.
to invent a way for these astronauts to poop better, basically. And it was like a challenge. And I think the winner got like some money or whatever. And we were talking about space, where I just brought up, it just reminded me. And I looked up NASA space poop, and the first thing that popped up is Texas man wins NASA space poop challenge. The Hero X NASA space poop challenge. The challenge was to create a system inside a spacesuit that can collect human waste for up to 144 hours.
In a spacesuit.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
right,
talking
okay, there we
about so like
Yeah,
if they're
I
outside,
butchered
right?
that, right,
Okay.
right. Yeah.
You know they pee into like a condom, like inside the ISS, and there's like a couple of chambers, and then they just let the pee go out into space.
No.
No. Like from what I've heard, I'm not at all like 100% validating.
He
or saying
invented
this
a
is true.
space bidet. And tons of other goodies too, in case astronauts have an
Goodies.
emergency and can't just wear diapers, because that's what they were doing. They were just wearing diapers beforehand.
Works.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be uncomfortable, but I mean,
The
shit,
victory.
You gotta go.
The victory came with $15,000. With $15,000. Yeah. He's already thrown himself a party with the part of the winnings. It was a poop themed party. He noted. The party featured 300 poop emoji cupcakes and an orange spacesuit pinata. I almost said pinata. Celebrating a great accomplishment.
I love how he he uses like base components and shit to invent something, and then he throws a shit party,
Yeah.
like a literal
Shit
shit
party.
party.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was just reminding myself, because I was going to talk about and bring up the whole 7 planets thing.
I just
but that's,
imagine the.
lot more
the
interesting.
7 planets.
Yeah.
I just
are
imagine
habitable.
like all the other prototypes for the poop thing, just like what they like what qualifies it
funnel.
for losing. Yeah, just like some guy shows up with a funnel, some guy shows up with a
Dude,
shop vac, just like
yeah. A
Yeah, you
squeegee.
just
All
stick
right,
it right up
turn it
there.
on.
Stick it right up in there.
Someone
Brace
shows up
yourself.
with a someone shows up with a squeegee.
Put a little Vaseline on the end, you know. Just like
Oh,
no, no.
God, we're a cutting edge government agency,
Someone want to turn on the light?
not a college student.
Matt doesn't like the light.
I'm just saying it's getting notably darker.
Anyway, yeah, Trap House 1 or whatever.
Sweet.
Uh,
No, it's fine. Don't fuck with it, Ryan.
What?
Fisher,
is it
What?
like 6?
the lights are already on.
Are you actually jacking off?
Yeah.
Wow. Why would we put that in there?
I don't know.
Stop it.
Sorry.
I promise I'm not
The
gay,
light
but I
blinds.
just slapped
Oh,
Ryan with
it's
my
shining
face.
right in my face. Don't do that,
We already have light. Anyway,
Brian.
yeah, I
Well,
said,
don't-
No.
I wanted to bring up the whole 7 planets thing, how fucking awesome that is.
Trap
Yeah.
House 1.
Yeah.
There's like 3 that are like
Dude, look at that.
very
That's just
close
so
to being
dope.
habitable. Yeah.
And
Well,
it's such a cool screensaver
That's
too.
an artist's prediction.
Yeah, I
but-
know, but it just looks.
No,
dope.
there's like 3 that are like in the very habitable region that like are very similar to Earth,
now.
except for its orbital period.
It's called the Goldilocks zone, just for you science
Now,
nerds out there.
what I wanna bring
not
up
too
is
close.
Not
It's not too far,
where
Yeah.
water can be liquid.
but it's just
That's
right.
what I want to bring up is they said it was what, like 40 light years away,
Right?
and
Oh, it would take 40.
Only
about 40 years. Yeah,
40
If
years.
you're traveling at light speed.
at light speed. So, excuse me
Which is impossible.
again. The way that it kind of reminds me of the whole Of course it does. It's the whole like Passengers movie with the whole cryo sleep thing,
Mm.
and that's what I wanted to talk about was cryo sleep. Isn't that they already have some form of cryo
they?
sleep, don't they?
They
Well,
have a-
shit, didn't May and Overwatch do it?
Oh, shut up. That's a different thing.
Okay. You can like cryo yourself like before you're gonna die or like
Yeah.
when you're dead, but they can't regenerate you. Right as
I
of
don't
now.
think it's cryo in the way that you. I think they've learned how to freeze bodies,
yeah.
but I don't think you can
And
just like
preserve
they
them.
can freeze you and then just pull you out.
Yeah.
Because you
they-
got to think the damage it does to your cells, like on the cellular level.
I don't
Because
think
like when
Mhm.
water becomes ice, it changes a lot of properties and it like can pierce
right.
through like cell
Well,
barriers
if you
and shit.
actually like freeze someone,
Mhm.
it'll sort of rip their cells apart because water expands when it freezes.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it wouldn't.
So
yeah, it
you
would
wouldn't
definitely.
actually freeze. You can induce someone into like a deep hibernation by cooling off their body temperature. I think you stop their heart essentially. But
Yeah, that's the thing. They haven't found a way to like regenerate them after they put them in a cryo sleep.
So I'm reading
we
something.
can put them in a cryo
Like
sleep
people
without
like
damaging
people
their body,
like people
Oh, but you
freeze.
can't figure out how to
but they can't.
repair it.
They haven't figured out a way to almost like bring you back
Yeah.
to life.
Well,
Because your body's preserved when it's frozen like
Yeah,
that.
there's-
When they found a way to preserve your body in a frozen state,
they've
but you're
basically
dead.
they figured out how
Yeah.
to.
Essentially,
You're
essentially
literally
they
you
freeze
dead.
to
You
death.
can't
Because
use
you're-
that cryo sleep for something like
They
going to this
Yeah.
planet or
They
going
have
to the
basically
system.
made a big enough freezer to put Grandpa in.
Yeah.
and that's about it.
And
What
you also,
I'm-
oh, sorry, Nick.
No, go ahead. I cut you
I
off.
was about to say, even if we did get there with like cryo sleep or whatever, and we
Mm-hmm.
had like nice, cool spaceships to get over there, you got to think if it takes light 40 years, you know how hard that will be to communicate between Earth and the new
Yeah.
space
Well,
colony.
Well, this thing I'm reading now says
a bit of risk, but
only
Just
like
saying.
at
You'd have to like have some way to speed up the
like wormholes and shit.
yeah. The thing I'm reading now is
But
it would
just in a
it would obviously
Or-
take a lot more to get there because what
or practically, you could almost think of like what am I trying to say? Almost like a teleportation
get out a pen and
system.
paper. You're gonna get a Nobel Prize. Sorry, say that again.
Almost like a teleportation system
Oh yeah, never mind.
where
well,
you
this,
like
what this says is
Oh no, now
it would take us forever because now this says it can only go up to 14 days at a time, but crew have to be
What do
awake
you mean?
because this is it's saying how
Oh, gotcha.
cryo sleep how it would work if you were to actually use it right now to go
Uh-huh.
somewhere or whatever. And it says the max you can do unconsciously is up to 14 days. So you wouldn't be able.
so you can go into a cryo sleep for 14 days.
Yeah,
and
but
come
there
back
has-
and still be alive.
right, but the thing is, it's so kind of just like dangerous that there has to be a crew
I
on there
think
and they have to
There
be
has to be a crew that's
yeah,
able
and
to
they have to take
monitor.
turns
I think the
for like
best
2 to 3 days at
No,
a time.
that-
It's not. It would never.
I think the
yeah.
best you could do is to put someone's consciousness into a computer and then send
that
something
movie?
there.
Like that stupid Johnny Depp movie.
What?
Nothing. There was a movie that came out recently. It was
Or freeze embryos. I mean, that sounds like really fucked up, but
I guess.
well, no, because you can make like this is kind of weird, but you can essentially make robots breed human egg cells at the right time.
now.
And
Could
take
you
care of them.
Well, I mean, shit. I mean, that's the hard part though, because then I mean, at that distance, how do you communicate with your spaceship, and how does it
Right.
communicate with you? Because I mean, you got to think, if light. You cannot send a message for an urgent need 38 light years away.
But
That's
here's
just not
the-
happening.
Here's the other. I don't know if it's ethical, you would say, but probably ethical. If you do find life on these planets, like maybe not a civilization, but like you actually find life,
Like
and
primitive life.
do you get all the way there? Do you interfere? Right?
Yeah.
Because if you go on there, you could be introducing a bacteria that kills them all. You know, you could be altering a ton. And so, what sort of almost like
It's
what
almost
gives
like
you
War of the Worlds.
like what gives you the right to then to go and destroy this other creature to live on that planet yourself, or even like
Or
if
even
you
if
show
you-
up and you get a virus that your immune system can't handle
Mhm.
because it's
Yeah.
different.
Or the creatures just fuck you up.
Yeah.
Well, not so much that, but I think
It's almost like treating the planet as like a zoo. I guess you can put it
Kinda,
in
yeah.
terms. like on one hand, like okay,
Again, it's like War of the Worlds. Like when they
what gives
maybe
you the
if
right to
you-
interfere with the
when
animal's
they came and
habitat?
tried to interfere, then they got
a virus and they
affected by
died, smallpox.
just
or
it is
something.
literally the
wrong.
common cold.
But
Because they weren't used to.
well, there's the other thing. So like, if we find one that we can terraform that's completely devoid of life,
Mm-hmm.
then perfect. But if it's devoid of life, then maybe it's not so optimal, right? So you get
Yeah.
between that sort of paradox. And the other
Well,
thing is,
it would have to be like, you have to be able to like plant life at least, like
yeah. And the other thing, I don't remember if it's Stephen Hawking that says this, but they said like don't be trying to contact aliens. Don't be trying to send out messages to tell you where you are, because if aliens did have, I say aliens, like if an extraterrestrial like being, like physical, organic, like you and I, was able to find a way to get here faster than light, wormhole, however you want to do it, it would be the same effect as the Europeans colonizing the Americas. There'd be some devastating disease or something, and they would just kill us all off and take our land,
Now,
basically.
it could happen the other way.
Because I mean, it's essentially like fighting against fully automated machine guns with spears and rocks. Like you're gonna fucking lose.
Not to get too conspiracist,
Oh boy.
but it's an interesting.
Is it a word?
Conspiracist?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure conspiracist is a word.
Dictionary.com, let us know.
Whatever. Okay, not to get too conspiracy theory. The whole extraterrestrial thing.
Okay.
Now it's very. I won't say my mom calls me, but I bring this up to people, and I do not believe in the paranormal. I think ghosts and shit are stupid. I don't think it's a real thing. However, I do, and I guess if you could maybe relate this to some hypocrisy, I do definitely believe that there is someone else. Not God. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like extraterrestrial shit. Not aliens in the sense,
there's
but
another form of life on a different planet.
conspiracist. Hey, it's a
Apparently
word.
it is, yeah.
I know my English, I think. Right.
I think
Another
it is.
form of
There's
life
another
somewhere in
form
the
of life.
universe.
Hey, by the
Somewhere
way,
else in the
interjecting
universe.
here, according to John, Doomfist is going to be a thing.
In Overwatch?
Yeah.
Really?
Sorry. Anyway, continue.
Okay.
You do accept
I
the
definitely.
fact
Yeah.
that our galaxy's fucking huge.
Right, and there
for,
has to be something.
for there to be life elsewhere is
And it's
not
really
that
funny because
Oh,
our
yeah,
galaxy
this has a
is like a
paradox
little
name.
dot in
In
the
the-
universe.
Mhm.
It's
So if you're thinking
mind-blowing.
like, because you realize like, the chance that Earth is placed in the right exact spot has the right things to, like, be able to satisfy like life's needs. Like that's like so rare. Like
Yeah, but you also got to think there's trillions and
No,
trillions
that's
of
what I'm saying, though.
stars.
That's
not
what
to
I was
mention
gonna- that's
with
what I was gonna
multiple
say.
planets.
the chance that like life can live on Earth is very, 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 very small, but there are like almost infinite amount of
Stars.
stars and planets that
Sorry.
that could there's infinite amount of like stars and planets that could be habitable or that have a chance.
Right.
So like there's got to be at least a couple. I mean, at least.
There's also another paradox saying if the universe was a Google meters across, that's 1 followed by 100 zeros. So if the universe, which most points saying it's infinite, but if the universe was just a Google meters across, it would almost be impossible for you not to find an exact replica of yourself, because atoms can only be arranged in so many different ways
Well, there's a lot.
where they're stable.
There's a lot of.
And in that big of a universe, and again, it's
Yeah.
probably infinite, so
And Google just remind me how.
it's 100. It's 1 followed by 100 zeros.
Okay.
So a big ass number,
Yeah.
like a really big ass
Yeah,
number.
with that big, yeah, you would almost find like an identical.
No. They say it's nearly impossible not to expect to find an exact copy of yourself,
Mm-hmm.
which
Yeah,
I
well,
don't know. I
that's
find
Which is pretty much like the universe. It's almost impossible.
well, the universe, if it's infinite, then it would seem to suggest the same thing, but I'm not sure. We're not
It's al-
physicists here.
It's almost weird because like they say that the universe is like never ending, but at the same time,
There's predictions that could
Well,
say that it
here's
is
another- here's
how
another-
ending.
Here's
like
another
how,
creepy
almost
thing.
how is that possible?
What, the universe never ending?
Yeah.
I think it's the Drake equation. It says for however many planets there are habitable, there has to be a certain amount
That are
That are-
uninhabitable.
well, no, that have life on them, sentient life, and so one of the theories why we haven't been able to contact other life is, well, maybe it's too far. They haven't reached the signals. Maybe they're receiving it. They don't know what to do with it. They think it's just some space anomaly.
Or they can't
But the other
decode it.
Well, yeah.
Or something.
The other theory is that every instance of sentient life like ourselves reaches like a critical point where they make like nuclear weapons and they just blow themselves up. And that's it. That's as far as you can get technologically. You're based on war and based on just like being able to make fission, basically.
Yeah.
They whatever, they're obviously not called nuclear bombs on a different planet, but like they make that technology and they just blow themselves up.
The ability to split like an atom and blow
right
up and
yeah,
because there's been a couple times where life on this earth almost ended.
Right, we talked about that last night with the whole
well, that wasn't nuclear, that was
by the way,
meteors.
that's called the Fermi paradox.
You're
Fermi
saying
paradox.
that like there was
Fermi.
he
times
just
when we
described?
almost got rid of life.
Yeah,
that
where
was
it-
like
Oh, sorry.
no, you're good. That was like during the dinosaurs when the meteor hit and like
I'm talking about like destroying ourselves.
right with the
Oh.
whole, wasn't it Russia or something
Right.
we were talking about last night?
the Cold War.
well, yeah, that
I'm talking about like they were trying to make like 100 megaton bombs. They were trying to make like Ben mentioned like a cobalt bomb or something like that. Like I think I don't know if it was fission or fusion, but a bomb made out of cobalt that was made just to ignite the atmosphere and just kill everything.
Interesting.
How
That's fucking
how petty we are as
Yeah.
humans.
right.
Just like oh yeah, well, I'm just gonna ignite the atmosphere and fuck everything.
Yeah.
Just
And to
like
think that what's
Don't
stopping
give
them
Trump
from
that
doing that is a
technology.
piece of paper signed from the 1970s.
The-
Like, that's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
fucked up.
the thing that stopped the whole nuclear crisis was fucking JFK. That's not what your country can do. Fucking that guy.
Well, what was the
saved
thing-
us all.
What was the thing you were describing last night with like we launched like a satellite or something, or like it was like an airplane?
Yeah, no, they United States 1990 something launched a they were going to launch like a satellite or like a probe or something to study the aurora borealis to see kind of what it was about.
Yeah.
Because we knew it was like electromagnetic radiation. It was the point. It's the point in the magnetosphere around the Earth that's kind of smaller, so you get the solar radiation. You get those cool lines up in the atmosphere. They wanted to study those, and they told Russia, I guess, or maybe they forgot to tell Russia. But so Russia sees a missile coming up in the air nearby, and
They're like, hey,
they're like,
what's this all about?
this one
Where's
guy,
our
one of the
warning?
guy at the monitoring stations says, there's a missile. It had been launched.
It might be
It's
coming here.
it might be coming here, and it was up to him. He could have said, "Fuck it, nuke them all." Right? He had the power in his hand, but he decided not to because he'd always been told if the United States actually does attack the USSR, they would come full force, all missiles at once. But it was just one, and so then they put it up to the president or the whatever you want to call
The
it,
Kremlin?
the Kremlin,
That's
the,
like the Russian government.
Yeah.
well, like the head of the state.
So the
The,
Tsar? Oh, wait, what was it called?
this
at that
was in
time?
like
The
1990 something.
Was it late 90s or early 90s?
that was
Well,
probably
the
the
USSR got dissolved in the early 90s.
Well,
so
Yeah.
right.
the early
It
90s.
was, but
Uh-huh.
even then, it was like Yeltsin or something. I can't remember his name,
Something Russian?
and he was allegedly drunk at the time too.
Oh,
wait,
shit.
Gorbachev?
No, is Yeltsin?
no, that
or
was the
something.
80s, late
Yell
80s.
something.
Oh. I don't know
Yeah.
my Russian history. I'm
That
sorry.
was right before the wall cut down.
Oh, yeah, where he said Gorbachev.
Tear
Reagan.
down
Good
this
old- good old,
wall.
good old Reagan. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
But
West Germany. Was it West Germany or East Germany? It was, or East Germany is what they had, right?
Yeah,
Russia.
that's what Russia
It
had.
said East Germany was the testicles of Europe. You could just. I'm paraphrasing from Dan Carlin,
Just grab him.
grab him by the nuts.
and he's paraphrasing from someone else.
Anyway.
So
they just
but they opened up the button and said, "There's a missile headed here. Do you want to do it?" And he's like, No, basically saved. Because then the USSR would have launched missiles, and then the United States would have said,
Oh shit!
Oh
no,
shit!
that's not
They're
a nuke.
firing a
You're
storm.
Fire all the missiles.
right, because it's like if you're mutually assured destruction, like if I'm going down, you're going down too.
It's
Yeah.
chicken.
Everyone's
I ain't going
It's
down
a
unless
game
you're coming
of
with me.
chicken with like
Right.
the amount of nuclear power to, like, we have the amount of like nuclear
No
missiles
worries.
and weapons we have can like destroy the world. Like,
10 times over.
yeah,
I
it's
think.
something nuts like that. Like, we can
Nuts.
destroy the world more than one time.
Yeah.
Which is
essentially we
bad.
can make the greatest fireworks show for the moon.
Pretty much.
Or for any extraterrestrials. As we
Yeah.
yeah, we were talking. You talked about that last night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fucking.
Paper thin. We were walking a paper thin wire.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shit. I mean, nuclear weapons have kind of been a problem with their own countries too. I mean, the United States almost dropped a nuclear weapon on themselves.
Right, broken
Yeah.
arrows they call them.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
There was like one.
There's
that-
been multiple times.
Well, there was
actually.
one that like I don't know
in
if it like
North
fell
Ca-
out of a bomber or something.
Yeah. Okay.
and
so
basically all but like one
safety
switch
mechanism.
saved it from going off.
Dude, we're idiots.
And no, not only that, but then when they were recovering, because there was 2 nuclear weapons too. And by the way, these were like really powerful nukes. Like these were like late '80s nukes.
I remember.
They said it was gonna like level. This would have leveled North Carolina like straight off the map. Like the America would have had a nice naval base to put where this fucking nuke.
Who needs
hit.
North
Nice.
Carolina anyway?
You could put a you could put a
No,
nice,
no,
vineyard
Nice
there.
little lake to fish
They
in.
recovered. They recovered. There was 3 components to each bomb. There
Mm-hmm.
was the uranium head, the missile structures, and then the butt, like the rockets, where all the
Right.
fuel was stored.
The booty.
Shut up. They recovered one completely, and then the third one, they recovered everything but where the uranium was held. And it's still buried somewhere to this day. This is kind of like the C4 thing. Like,
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah.
oh shit. The only thing that we really totally needed to recover was the uranium pod, and we have
Yeah,
no
honestly,
idea
fuck
where
the
that
rest of it.
is.
You just need to get the uranium part that's
Yeah.
gonna blow.
Well, I mean, granted, you can shoot a fucking missile just straight at someone, and that would probably kill, like, level a building.
That'd probably
but, I
do
mean,
the trick.
It would
the
level
nuclear
a building,
pod-
a building
Right.
versus
Right, yeah.
a nuclear pod. Like, come on, which one's gonna
And
be
they're
a
like,
little
yeah,
more
we have
dangerous?
no idea where that thing landed.
We're like,
Yeah.
well, we're shit out of
Well,
luck, so
when
we're
you
just
have
gonna
a-
say
when
we
you have
found
a
it.
nuclear explosion, they have a fuckload of uranium in there,
Mm-hmm.
but only like maybe even a tablespoon is what makes that big reaction. Not even all of it goes through.
Most of it
fission.
just gets blown away.
Most of it just gets
Mhm.
blown away and makes puts
It's
radioactive.
to ensure that it goes off.
Well, no, they just need that much as like
They needed to fuse it.
because if you have a tablespoon, only a certain amount's gonna go off. Per
Yeah.
that tablespoon. So they need that much just to have this much go off.
Yeah.
And also, it depends on the shape and all kinds of things. But my dad worked on like a nuclear reactor in the Navy, so I know all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's still just like
Essentially, it's like alpha,
It's
beta,
nuts.
alpha and beta
Yeah.
particles were shot
just
between
Yeah.
uranium particles and at that pressure and at that
Neutrons.
heat.
just the whole like science
Yeah,
and,
that's-
and
It's an alpha particle, isn't it? No,
Alpha particle's a proton. Beta is an electron. I'm pretty sure.
no, beta is a helium nucleus.
Oh, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
the whole science behind nukes and everything in general is just fucking
I
crazy.
know that.
Alpha
We got way too
particles, yeah.
scientific.
Yeah.
And by the way, none of this has been fact checked while we've been saying this, so we could
Yeah.
be wrong on
Take
any
it
of
with
this
a,
shit.
take
But
it
with that-
Take it with a grain of
Yeah.
salt.
But with that, we've hit about our time. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in to this week's Night Rider podcast. It was a good one for sure. So we will see you guys next week. So goodbye, everyone.
Peace.
Adios.